Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone has had a great day thus far. For those of you like me who are just heading to work, I hope that you have a great evening and a great night as well. I apologize that you guys can't see me, but again, I am on my way to work, so I'm driving. But today I want to talk about holding on to people. A lot of us have all these friends in our lives, and yeah, I'm just going to jump right on into it. A lot of us have all these friends in our lives, and we have this big circle, and some of us even have small circles, and we have these people in our lives that have actually done nothing for us, and they serve no purpose for us. And what I mean by done nothing for us is they haven't helped us grow in any sort of way. So my thing or my question is, why are we holding on to people who have no real purpose in our life? I know some people in our lives are assignments. I do believe that God gives us assignments to handle different people in different ways, and to either learn from them or to teach them things. But why hold on to a person who has, or people who have no purpose in your life? Why hold on to people who aren't encouraging growth? Why hold on to people who stifle growth? And why hold on to people who deep down in their hearts do not care for you? I think a lot of us hold on to people because if you're like me, if I consider you a friend, and that's a word that I use very, very loosely. If I consider you a friend, then I love you. I love you as more than a friend. I love you as family. So if I consider you a friend, and along the way I see that you have no purpose in my life, it's very hard for me to let go of you because I love you. You're not just my friend, you're my sister, you're my brother. I love you. So it's hard for me to let you go, being that when I love hard, but I had to come to the realization that we can't hold on to people just because we love them. I'm not saying turn your back on anyone. I'm not saying think you're better than anyone. I'm just saying at some point in your life, that there are people that you just can no longer hold on to. There are people that you're just going to have to just say, I still love you, but our time has ended. Don't hold on to people, because I used to also feel bad about letting people go. I used to feel bad about that. I'd be like, well, I've been friends with Donna Mae for, umpteenth years. And, I just don't think it's fair that I'm no longer friends with this person like I used to be. I had to be taught, not by a person, but by life itself, by God. I had to be taught that everybody cannot stay in your life, because everybody can't go where you're going. All of us have a purpose in life. Each and every last one of us, we have a purpose in life. And on your journey to finding your purpose or carrying out your purpose, people are going to fall off. That doesn't mean they're bad people. Let's be clear. That doesn't mean they're bad people. That just means they're not a part of your journey. They can't continue to go where you're going because you're growing and going in a different direction than they are. You may be the friend that has to fall off from someone else because you're not growing or going in the direction of that person. That person's purpose does not include you on their journey. So at some point in life, we have to sit down and go, okay, it's okay. It's not like I'm bad-mouthing this person. It's not like I'm downing this person for who they are. I just realized that I can no longer continue to carry this person with me because they're stifling me, or because they can't, what I'm trying to teach them, they can't understand it, or what they're trying to teach me, I'm not grasping it. Sometimes you have to look at yourself and fault yourself too. Sometimes you have to do that. But we cannot hold on to people. We cannot continue to hold on to people just because. That's kind of crazy. Stop holding on to people just because. Yes, it's going to hurt when you lose people. It always hurts when you lose people. Whether it's ending a friendship, ending a relationship, whether it's to death. It always hurts when you lose people. But you have to understand, everybody can't go where you go. Everybody can't travel that road with you. You know how people are. You know, we've had people in our lives for a long time. We know their characteristics. We know their traits. We know how they are. We know what makes them tick. Blah, blah, blah. We know. So you know when you have a friend who only comes around when they need something. You know when you have a friend who has been dogging you out and dragging your name through the mud, but yet they will come back and smile in your face and act like everything is A-okay. You know those friends. You know those people who no longer belong in your life. You know that sometimes when your path in life changes, you go into the right, they go into the left. Doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that they can no longer continue to go where you're going. Because sometimes we continue to hold on to people and we continue to hold people in our lives. It stifles us. And the last thing that you want to be is stifled. The last thing that you want to do is not complete your purpose before you leave this place. So I just want to say, stop holding on to people who no longer belong in your life. You can wish them well. You can still love them. You can still be like, I love you. God bless you. I hope everything is going well with you. That does not mean they have to be there in your circle. That does not mean that they have to continue to be a lucrative part of your life. Because sometimes we hurt ourselves more holding on to people because we're either afraid to let them go or we just don't want to let them go. I know some people have done so much for you in your life, you feel like you owe them yours. But baby, let me tell you, when that time comes and it says, I can no longer carry you, or you can no longer carry me, you're going to have to separate. You're going to have to separate. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. Everybody doesn't always belong in your life. And then there are some people who you can be friends with forever and a day. You don't have to talk to them every day. You don't have to see them every day. But you know it's a true friend because when you see them, you can feel the same amount of love that you've always had. Those people belong in your life. Those people stay in your life. And sometimes we are so hard-headed and stubborn that if we don't separate people or separate ourselves from people, then God will find a way to do it for us. Don't feel bad when it's time for you to travel your path and leave some people behind. It's all for your good. It's for a purpose. There's reasoning behind it all. Plus, some people are just poisonous, and you don't need poison in your life in any way, fashion, or form. You have those fake people. You have those people who are always just needy. You have those people who don't ever want to see you do good, but will pretend like they do. You have to learn how to let people go. That's all I want to say to you guys. I pray that you guys got something out of that. I pray that this actually touched someone to let go of a relationship that they no longer need to be in, or a friendship that has been very toxic for them. I pray that this did something for you. Peace and love. God bless you. I love you guys.